Hey, this is Peachy.
I'm Ooze.
This is Sudon.
And we'd like to take a moment to thank our original launch site, Anchor.fm, who's helped to enrich this podcast in many ways. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast.
Anchor.fm offers educational tools on how to get started in social media and has not only given our show, stapled together, several platforms to choose from for your listening enjoyment, but continues to offer helpful tips and avenues for growth along the way. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use.
With an easy, hassle-free method for uploading, you can add your podcast episodes to Anchor.fm's extensive library, available for listening on several popular streaming services, letting listeners choose a favorite platform. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast.
That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what we're doing right now by reading this ad.
Go to anchor.fm/start to get started today.
Step Together Podcast. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Stapled Together Podcast for the comic book release week of August 12th, 2020. I'm Peachy.
I'm Ooze.
I'm Sudon.
And let's go directly into the news.
No news is like good news is like bad news is like news.
What do you got for us, Ooze?
So terrible things. As we all know, obviously, Xbox, the new Xbox console is going to be coming out this holiday season, obviously competing with the new PlayStation Sony system. Don't care.
What's the system called again?
That's a great question.
The Xbox
X.
X Series, as far as I know, it's called the X Series.
Okay.
It's a cloud thing. It's not. The console's pretty much on the last one we'll probably see.
Yeah. But yeah, not the news. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Originally, it was supposed to release with the most anticipated game of the year, obviously, Halo Infinite.
Right.
And unfortunately, we have now been told that it's not going to get released until next year.
Yeah.
In November.
Oh,
or
November?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I heard no, like undetermined, I thought, but
Pretty much.
November is even worse.
So the Halo series is doing what the Halo series does best.
Yeah.
Delays.
Yeah.
Much like Avatar. We'll see it sometime.
It'll happen, but I'm really angry because, well, I mean, actually, I'm not angry because now I don't have to buy a new Xbox.
Right,
more
there
time
you
to
go.
save.
Yeah, for sure.
So, that's their fault, and that's
Yeah.
what's going to happen all around the world when they release the new Xbox, because there's not going to be a game that's coming out with it, so what's the point of getting it?
Yeah. I mean, if anything, this might mark them announcing a delay on the actual system, maybe. Get them to work out some kinks and do some stuff so they actually have one. That would be interesting. I would be for it, especially in this COVID, society right now. PlayStation hasn't even announced their release dates yet. They're supposed to.
They're still aiming for, towards the end of the year, holiday season, whatever.
Everything's so up in the air. It's weird.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that we'll see some delays on that because it might be good for because this is damaging.
Yeah.
That sucks. I was looking forward to it.
The gameplay looks so good.
Does it? Oh yeah,
You
I
watched it.
Yeah, I did see that trailer.
I made everyone watch it.
Yeah.
It's definitely awesome, and I'm looking forward to it. The thing is my biggest thing was I was able to play it on the PC alongside with the Xbox player so that I could actually join my friends and actually play the Halos live. That's what I got the Master Chief Collection for on PC for. I was like, yes! So, but...
The point that was made to me, and it does, not being an Xbox guy, I'll admit, that full on sucks. But, the point that I saw, or that was made, that I agreed with was, they're taking their time with it. They want a product that Halo fans are going to be happy with, something that they're 100% behind rather than rush out.
Yeah, but it's been 5 years.
Yeah.
How do you not already have all of this stuff done?
For sure. No lie.
Well, I do know some of the backlash was on the quality of some of the CGI. I know we spoke about that, but honestly, it's still a step above anything we have right now, and it's still a Halo game. Give us an updated version later on. Just give us the game. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, for sure.
But
annoying.
Very.
But what do you have, Sudon?
At least we'll have that power sword, that plasma sword in the meantime. Mega constructs.
Right.
What do I got for you? Well, I've got a double whammy. Since we had a mention of Avatar, but the other one, not the blue people.
Right.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, the creators, who were attached to the Netflix series. What are their names here? What's his name? Michael DiMartino.
Yeah.
This is a session of knowing nothing. Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Koenig. Brian K. Are no longer involved with the Netflix adaptation of...
I feel like I just read that headline somewhere.
Yeah, me too.
I was reading about that yesterday, or there was rumbling about it, and they did a post about it, and I was like, what? No. And then...
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate, because, we're going to get another Avatar, Last Airbender, that sucks.
Right. I hope not.
They wished her best of luck on this one. They said that it wasn't because of creative differences. It was because, it wasn't because they weren't getting their ideas heard. It was because they were promised a real close relationship, and it's been kind of like, those are cool ideas, but we're using these kind of stuff. But they wish everybody on the crew good luck and everything. They said everything looks good, and hopefully it'll be an entertaining, and it'll bring people to the original.
Right.
That didn't get to it. We're full of sad news on this one.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No.
It makes me really sad. Like, Netflix, come on, do something to fix that.
Along those same lines, I heard that they're bringing back Legend of Korra to Netflix.
So that's good.
That would be good to see. I haven't seen that
I need to finish watching that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one, but they own it, so why not?
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I'm just like, come on, don't M. Night Shyamalan us, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Shyamalan ding dong.
I do want to pop this one in just because it's crazy to me. Crazy to me. But they're rebooting Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as a drama. That is all I have to say.
Oh, they're officially doing it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just read a headline. I went, nope. Kept moving on. But it's official, I guess. But what do you got for us, Peachy?
I had a few different things. I'm a lemon. DC, Warner Brothers Media, and a big part of that being DC and DC Comics and animation, and all of that took a big hit. Seeing massive layoffs. And when we say massive, it's like 600 people, and a lot of writers and artists were laid off from the books. The DC Direct action figure line was dissolved. The DC Universe department was dissolved and is believed to be getting absorbed by HBO Max or HBO.
Now? No, but it's Max.
Is it HBO Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, HBO Max.
Which is struggling.
Which is also struggling. Yeah, it's kind of seeing the same release result that they did with DC Universe. It was a low advertisement thing. Plus the low platform availability. You could barely run it on anything. And they don't have the best. I don't think HBO Max was the best thing to go with either, because it's not strictly just HBO material. It could have been a Warner Brothers streamer, something, along those lines, but I think HBO was off-putting. They didn't spend a whole lot of money on advertising on that either. I think they were kind of trying to go the way of Disney Plus, who just said, "Hey, Disney streaming,
Disney stuff."
Yeah,
But that's Disney.
Yeah, yeah.
You saw the same thing with CBS All Access. Yeah, they're now starting to get into their stride with the success of some of the Star Treks, but they're looking at a couple rebranding.
Yeah.
You mentioned it last week. I think there is a rebranding coming.
Really?
And I'm curious to see if they do, because CBS All Access is kind of
Yeah.
a lot. But they've also started including like MTV and stuff like that. I'm kind of with you. Like HBO doesn't really make me think of Cartoon Network
or
all these other stuff.
DC.
Yeah.
Right.
If it said Warner Brothers, I'd be more like, Warner Brothers. Like, cool.
Yeah.
That's all I can do. Or Time Warner.
A lot of stuff under that banner. There's just a lot of stuff that people would immediately be, like you said, for sure.
Give me Bugs Bunny as a front character.
Yeah,
Advertise it.
that would be smart.
Yeah.
Put it on PlayStation. Put it on all these media platforms. Because most of my stuff I do through PC, but trying to access it elsewhere is kind of a pain in the ass.
That's true.
But HBO Max, that's
Yeah. No, they're just they've stumbled, and so we'll see what happens as far as DC Universe getting absorbed into HBO Max. But it really is sad to see DC hit that hard.
Right.
I think they took the brunt of the layoffs, is what I think I read. And a lot of people are blaming the comics and the material itself and art and stuff like that, and that's just not it.
It's not it.
A lot of it had to do with COVID. A lot of it had to do with just the wrong kind of numbers from the wrong kind of places and the wrong kind of funding.
They've been winning prizes, writing prizes, Tom King or Tom Taylor, which one is it? I can't remember. But
the Toms.
They've had some of the most compelling storylines that I've read coming out of DC.
They've always had great storylines.
Yeah.
Amazing, and so I don't think it's the writing. It's definitely not the art.
No. Yeah.
It's definitely not that. There have been some stumbles. They did do a Jimmy Olsen comic. But
why you gotta at my boy like that?
hey, I could have gone like something worse.
Like Aquaman. Yeah.
There's even some comics that should have ended.
Right.
Like, come on. I honestly don't think the King of the Sea needs to have a comic right now. Bring back Captain Atom.
Did they do a Manhunter of these?
Yes.
They did.
Yeah, it was
I
like number
always
4
ask
or
that, I
something.
think.
It was actually a really good one, too.
Was it?
For being him,
For
yeah.
being Manhunter, yeah.
I gotta pick that one up. Because I'm like, oh, look, I put the 7. Oh.
There's more than that.
I'll tell you what. Aquaman can kick Superman's ass.
I don't like Superman, so I don't care.
But you should like Aquaman.
I don't. That doesn't mean anything.
He's better than Oliver Queen.
Yeah, but Superman
know
can
about
kick
that
Sonic's
either.
ass.
Couldn't catch Sonic.
He's faster than Sonic.
Sonic's not if he had a chili dog.
Oh my god.
De-evolution. Okay, so that closes out our news segment for this episode.
What style?
This August 12th episode. And let's go ahead and jump into the comic book review portion of the show. Comic book review. Comic book review.
It's a comic book review.
That's what it is.
What books did you have this week?
I had three books, technically. But I also had to catch up from weeks that we didn't record. So I had Flash number 758 and 759, continued writing by Joshua Williamson, art by Sandoval. I almost had it.
Are something...
R.A.'s
I'm sorry. Kristen Dukes did pages for number 758, pages 11 through 18, and then Scott Collins did the art from 19 to 20. Oh, the writing for what? No, that was the art. Sorry, they do it in a very awkward fashion.
Like the Dark Knights was.
Yeah. And then Luis Guerrero did the coloring through 1 through 18, and Hi-Fi did 19 through 20.
Hi.
And then I got the In-Hook Lee variant cover for both.
In-Hook Lee.
And
And then let me check the artist for this one because it's probably different.
I thought that was a Teen Wolf ad on the back of your last comic. I'm like, did I see that correctly? Like the original Teen Wolf, like.
It's a great debate.
Oh, it
That's
is a
over
great
now.
debate. Yeah.
It's great.
I hope they renew it.
Yeah, it was good.
Sci-Fi Wire's a great debate. Check it out.
I yelled at the TV a lot.
Yeah.
Joshua Williamson, Rafa Sandoval from pages 1 through 3 and 8 through 20, and then Scott Collins did 4 through 7, and then Jordi Tarragona did the inks, and Arif Prianto and Hi-Fi did the colors. Again,
Nice.
so good books, more Reverse Flash stuff, other Flash family stuff happening. Great time. Then I got that I shared with Sudon, right? Willow.
Okay, yeah. Like, I don't know. I see backs of boards. I share a lot of
number
books
2.
with you.
Willow number 2, continued writing by Markeo Tamaki, art by Tasha Bustos, and Eleanor Bruni, I assume, did the colors. Fantastic. Good times. I got the Bartel variant, the
Jane Barton.
and Dolfo variant.
You got the Adolfo?
Yeah.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
If we have any Wild Witchy Willow going on.
And O'Connell variant. It was good good issue.
Can I see the Adolfo?
I think it was this one.
Hello, I've come to see the Indolfo.
I hate that this is not being put in the old slot.
It was fine. It was good. Willow stuff has happened. I don't really care right now because the last book that I had, which was the pick of my week, was Dark Knight's Death Metal number 2 and 3.
Okay.
Because like 2, I was like, yeah, whatever. Continuation of other things happening. Lots of talking. Don't really care. Batman Who Laughs is turning into Dr. Manhattan. Cool.
I've heard good things.
Let's talk about issue number 3.
Sure.
I got, so for the number 2, I got the main cover, continued writing by Scott Snyder, art by Greg Capullo.
Man, he's been tearing it up on the Instagram and shredding it on his guitar solos and stuff.
Oh, is he still doing that?
Yeah.
And inks by Jonathan Glapion, and colors by FCO Paslicina.
FAO Schwartz.
Yeah, so basically they're trying to take, or they rescue Superman in issue number 3 because he's being tortured basically by the bats, and Mr. Miracle, it's technically his fault, but that's because they had him hooked up to this machine. I don't care. I don't care about literally anything else except for okay, so there's now the Robin King, which is a whole...
so evil. Like, he's freaking, that's messed up.
Right? Yeah.
King of the Dead Robins?
They're not dead. They're infected.
Oh, infected.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Did they put that statue out for or whatever?
Are you gonna tell
Pretty much.
what he said to the Flash?
I don't want to. But Wally and Barry and Jay are all reunited, which is cool.
That's awesome.
And, like, stuff happened. They found their friends,
There's
their
some
super friends, and they were on the search for the strongest superhero out of all of them, and you know who the strongest superhero of all of them is?
Dr. Fate?
No!
The Joker?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
He's not a superhero.
Superman?
No. They saved Superman, though. It's Jarro!
Oh, very nice.
Oh, but look how cute he is! He's wearing a little prison outfit!
That's great. He's all breaking rocks. He's
Talking shit, too.
Yeah! I missed him so
feeling. I had a feeling.
So if I have to rate this book, it was 11 out of 10 staples with extra Jaro kicker, and it made me really happy. And that's all I gotta say about that book.
That's pretty great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and then on the last page, some stuff happens and Lex Luthor's alive.
Oh.
He's all like Two-Face about it.
Oh.
It was
Face got like blown up or something. I'm sure it happened something in that that book series that I didn't read.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks like Dr. Zhivago over there.
He does. Dr. Zhivago. And he has Ludo working for him. Yeah.
What is his name? Zavalda? Is it?
Savannah? No.
Zavanna.
If it's the Lex that we think it is, it's Lex Child Hunter.
Oh.
Whatever the.
That's right. Sean.
Sean.
Shane.
Eh?
The child of Hawk Girl and Martian Manhunter from the fifth dimension that should have stopped existing but didn't, but then went into Lex Luthor to get Martian Manhunter out of Lex Luthor.
Right, because Superman and
That happened like 10 years ago.
Oh,
At this point. That was like issue number 5
Oh,
of Justice League.
never mind. But it happened.
It did happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get with the times, old timer.
Yeah.
Shape boomer. Just kidding.
Not quite.
Not
no,
even
sir.
quite.
So Sudon, what books did you have?
So I read the Death Metal Knights too, and it's good that we don't all read together because I probably would have given it away.
Oh yeah, no, I gasped super loud. I was like, oh! I bet I have to stop.
Here's the chain of events that occurred. I read it.
Mm-hmm.
I comprehended it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kitten, who just had kittens
Mm-hmm.
and was recovering on the bed next to me, reacted to my actually jumping up. Well, I can bring the Jaro kicker back.
Yeah.
By the way,
Nice.
Kitten had babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Kids
we have
having kids.
pod kittens.
Somebody corrupted my teen daughter.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible.
Seriously, I get little hints of like Thanos and their daughter.
My Gamora.
Yeah, Jaro was wonderful. The Robin was sadistically creepy. He basically created a weapon that he could kill Flash with by coating it in his mother's.
So there was this thing that makes him stop being able to use the Speed Force, and he coated his dead mother's body in it.
Mm-hmm.
So when he went to touch his dead mother, it would like destroy the Flash.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
And he did
It's
it in
the
a
worst.
A ring like the Flash
Oh,
ring.
yeah, and then
so
he
it would
put-
come and hug him when
Yeah.
he does it.
Yeah,
Oh.
he stuffed her body into a Flash ring. Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Oh, like, this is like finding your wife in a fridge.
Type of stuff.
You know, thank you, Major Force.
Yeah.
That's that. Yeah, that. It's cool to see. It's cool to see that Batman Who Laughs is doing what he's doing. I knew there was more to it. The second book I read that one today too. That kind of felt a little jumpy.
Yeah, it was just meh.
There was way too much jumping around, going like, okay, I'm good. And then Jaro came in since that book, and we were like, oh.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be my pick of the week. But
He is the child of DC.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He is. They should have.
Where is my Funko Pop of
Yeah.
Jaro?
Yeah, right. In a jar.
Yeah.
I have the Capullo cover for the first one, or for number 2, and for number 3, I picked up the Art Germ Supergirl cover.
Oh yeah, I had
That's
the,
that's gonna-
not that one.
May I see the
David
Capullo?
Finch, I think.
That's the second one. I have to say, I'm kind of interested.
Wally West by David DOA Finch and Steve Fatality for Chow.
Okay. Yeah, I have to say, it was kind of interesting to see Harley Quinn using
Swamp Thing?
Swamp Thing as a hammer.
Yes. As her mallet.
Oh my god.
I also shared Willow number 2. I got the Jen Bartel cover. Nice. Which I'm mad now that I realized that I did not get the Merca Andolfo. I really want Andolfo. She did an amazing artist. Mm-hmm. I love all of the work. It was good. It was very internal Willow, like being oblivious to the fact that she's in a witch town.
Yeah. Like, obviously you're in a witch town. Like, obviously. And then she's like, oh, magic. I understand now.
I'm like, it's taking 2 issues for to figure that out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm honestly sad that Peachy did not, like, go Witch Town. But,
Witch
it was good.
She's distracted by death and stuff and breakups and sadness.
Oh, death.
Birdsander.
Yeah. Birdsander. 7
out of 10 for that one. Dark Metal Knights, 2, probably a 7 out of 10 on that one.
Number 2.
Number 2. Number 3 is probably going to get a 10 out of 10 on that one.
Nice.
I also read, and I think I shared this with Peachy over here,
yes.
Darth Vader number 3.
Yes.
And I also had to read 3, which was writing by Greg Pak, art by Raphael Lemko, coloring by Niraj Menon, and Inhak Lee is the cover I got for that one, and that's pretty much the same information for number 4, which I also had to read this way, which is my pick of the week.
Oh.
Yeah, that was almost my pick of the week.
I have been, and I think it's kind of like a biased pick, which I hate that because I love Jaro. I love the hell out of Jaro, and it kind of pushes it way past 11 on that one. That was great to have. But
Bruce was like not in front of Clark.
Yeah, not in front of Clark.
but he said hi, Dad, and it made me so happy.
But I had to Vader number 3 definitely a 10 out of 10. Vader number 4 10 out of 10, 100%. I have been very biased on this one because I have been fascinated by the time period between when Vader really understood that his son survived. Right. He actually has children out there, and the investigation of his own wife's death and the revelations that have been coming through. Even though he may have believed he caused it, because that's what the Emperor led him to believe. We're going to find out something different, I'm guaranteeing it. And I'm loving where they're kind of a lot of episode 1 references and connections and a lot of memories from a lot of tying into the movies, which I've beautifully done, beautifully transitioned. Some of the art, there's scenes that pictures in there where, the mask, you actually, look at Vader's face and you, without seeing his face, Vader looks so remorseful.
It's just the body language that they put him in and,
the shadowing of some of the eyes. I'm like, oh my god, I totally feel the emotion coming off of Vader. He's not saying anything, it's just a picture. And then there's other one, he's fucking come on. Yeah, and then it's just he's Vader as Vader. And then, but then you also see the turmoil beginning in there.
And you see him, actually, warn people. And you see him remembering things, piecing things together and whatever.
But everybody else, it's just everything that's happening. I really am absolutely, fascinated with where the story is going. I think we have one more issue coming out.
I think so.
And I'm absolutely just phenomenally behind this. This is wonderful writing. Great. Yes. The art's wonderful too because you see the character. As I said, the scene straight out of the movie is being referenced, but from the Vader red, that you can only see the rage still. And there are moments where it kind of shades, you can see the light, and the way the coloring is, and I can't wait to see that they tie this up.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
he's basically, trying to find the truth behind Padme's death, and it's super cool. It's super cool.
Because he was alive.
Yeah, as far as he knew.
Yeah.
But the Emperor, of course, told him that he killed her. He never believed that, so that's why he's doing what he's doing right now, and it is very well done.
It's making the whole thing is making the whole reversal in Vader return to the light, the betrayal of his master, spoilers, the Emperor, is that there's a lot of pieces that were missing between episode 5 and 6 for me, and this is one of those pieces that there it is. There's some stuff that's happening in Star Wars. There's stuff that's happening in Vader, and it's super cool to see. This is what I like to see in Star Wars.
Yeah.
The lore building. I don't need it in movies. Give me a good story like this.
Yeah, good filler. I mean, good stuff to fill in the blanks. And
plus, Gungans died.
Yeah, that's always fun. No, yeah, that's it. It was really well done. I'm really enjoying this mini-series, for sure.
Well, yeah, that was my pick of the week. It was a very tough one this week.
Yeah.
But what do you got, Peachy?
I had 4 books this week. Let's see, I did share Darth Vader with you. That was going to be my pick. I was on the fence, but let's see. Let me just look real quick. Okay, so my books this week, of course, were... Well, yeah, you're not caught up on Amazing Spider-Man.
Not at all.
Okay.
So none of it will matter.
Number 46 was this week. Nick Spencer. Art by Marcelo Ferreira. Cover by Jose Maria Casanovas.
That's a very Spanish name.
Yeah, it is definitely...
Do they have high divers while you eat sopapillas there?
Right? No, again, awesome kudos to Greg Pak and Raffaello Lennon on Darth Vader number 4. Great writing, great pictorial storytelling.
It could still be your pick if you wanted to be, if you have more to add.
No, I also got the Inhyuk Lee cover on that one.
The
X-Force.
covers are great, too.
Yeah, they really are. X-Force number 11 was out this week. Benjamin Percy was the writer. Jan Bazaldua. It was a really good cover. Huh. I'm going to have to look into more. Oh, Dustin Weaver was the cover artist, but Jan Bazaldua was the inside artist. It was pretty good. There's some weird stuff going on in the X universe, whatever. And speaking of the X universe, my pick of the week was Marauders. Yeah.
I get 10 points.
10 points, you win.
Marauders was actually pretty dang good this week. Let me see. Written by Gary Duggan, one of my favorites. He did a great job. Huh? He dug it. Yeah.
I'm glad it didn't totally derail it. I thought you were totally like, what?
Inside art by Stefano Caselli, and the cover, which was a really awesome cover, I dug it, was done by Russell Dauterman. Der Uberman. Gary Duggan was the writer, though. It was pretty good, as I've talked about in the past. There's been the whole thing with bringing back Kate, Shadowcat, whatever, because they're able to bring back people from the dead. There's been issues and whatever. So they have a funeral. The whole thing starts out with Kurt writing her a letter saying, I'm going to write you every day so you don't miss anything. I know we're going to see you again, blah, 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 kind of thing. And they said we don't have, or we don't bury bodies on Krakoa, so we're going to send you out to the sea, because she was on the ship and that's what she was doing. We're going to send you back to the sea, and we hope to see you soon, and, set that whole thing on fire and whatever. And decided, well, let's get things moving again. We're going to move on and start helping others, bring other mutants back and stuff like that, help people with their problems. But Emma and Charles kind of had a brain combo, and
Tell Telepathic communication.
Yeah, and
They had a brain zoom.
yeah, they brain zoom. Yeah, and decided that they were going to give it one last try. So they met in the chamber where the pods are and everything. And, the same thing was happening. They were getting the same readings and this and that and whatever. And then it occurred to Emma that everybody else hatches from these pods, but Kate's a phase shifter. So maybe she, what she naturally did in life was ignore boundaries and walls kind of thing, just they weren't there for her. Right. So she, and these husks of the people before they come back, when they come back, Charles replaces their consciousness in them and whatever. But Emma thought, well, let me reach out to it, and the husks subconsciously reached through the pod and reached out to her, and Charles was able to put her consciousness back, and they finally brought Kitty Pryde back. So I'm like, nice, okay. I thought, by the cover that I picked up, I'm like, oh man, Kitty's gone. This is it. No more.
Don't call her Kitty.
Yeah, Kate. It's Kate. Yeah.
Oh, they don't let her call Kitty Pryde anymore?
Yeah, she doesn't like being called Kitty. Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty damn good. There's also some nefarious schemes going on. I forgot exactly what's happening in the background. There was, of course, the signature cliffhanger ending.
Right.
That you'll get with books.
Life.
With storylines. Yeah, with life. Yeah. Dun dun dun. Same that time. But yeah, that was my pick for the week.
Nice.
Yeah. Vote show. And I guess that'll close out our comic book review segment for the evening. Or for this episode. Yeah. It is evening, huh? It's like 8
very
o'clock.
much, yeah.
We will catch you next week. What books do you have going next week?
I have possibly the Dark Knight's Death Metal Guidebook, #1.
Nice.
I want the Yasmin Peachy cover, so we'll see if that happens.
Good luck.
The main one is, I thought.
I don't know.
Well, even if it is the main one, they'll just randomly get a bunch of the variants.
Yeah. Yeah.
For no
so
reason.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
I also have Nightwing #73, which I assume is more Joker War stuff. I didn't read the last issue, so we'll see what happens.
Right.
And Rick and Morty Go to Hell #3.
Nice.
And that'll be fun to figure out what's going on there, because I'm also behind a book on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those covers of Nightwing look interesting. But then you tell me they're not, and I'm all like, well, that's misleading.
Yeah.
That's what they
Pretty
do.
much.
That's how they get you.
Yep. What books do you have, Sudon,
Speaking of that awesome Aquaman,
that you're not reading?
that I'm not reading. I could catch up, you never know. The guidebook looks interesting. I think there was a couple of covers of the guidebook. I think they were like, oh, I want to see that.
Bounty Hunter is #4, so next week.
And Bounty Hunters #4 as well. I'll be getting that.
I'll be getting Bounty Hunters #4. I was getting to that. No, you're fine. Maestro #1. I don't know. I haven't fully decided how.
Yeah, I'm on the fence.
Spider-Man #1. The facsimile.
Yes.
That'll be fun to pick up. But the book I'm thinking is probably gonna be the pick of the week. I don't know, just because of tradition, I might just go with it. Sonic the Hedgehog, #30.
Huh.
No, actually, I'm kidding. It's Power Rangers Dracon New Dawn #1.
Nice.
So, you know some craziness going on about happening. And crawlbacks. What do you got for us? I'll Peachy.
Yep, my only actual books I have out are Cable #3 and Wolverine #4. I will, however, be picking up that Spider-Man #1 facsimile. It's one of my favorite covers. It's McFarlane, so looking forward to that one. Cable #3, I'm also looking forward to Cable's dating all the cuckoos.
Yeah, you
And-
said that.
Yeah, and now, like, in one of the books I just read, one of the cuckoos is, like, seeing one of the members of X-Force. It was in X-Force.
Oh.
Yeah, but then he got killed.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, and he was, like, all bummed out. He's like, oh, let me be happy just once.
Oh, damn.
Blah.
And dead.
Yeah, and dead. But yeah.
Now the cuckoos are going to start dating the other cuckoos.
That's just crazy.
It's X-Men.
Some would say insane.
Cool.
Yeah, it's so...
Somebody's making a movie about it now.
Right? You guys, make sure you get out to your local comic book stores and pick these books up. Add them to your collection. Support local businesses, small business, and stay safe. Wear your mask, social distance. Where's your comic book store at?
I don't know, but you know how you can figure that out? By going to comicbookstorelocator.com and doing that. Typing in your location probably, or you'll probably get the little Google wants to know your location thing, and then use that, and then find out what comic book store is closest to you.
Yes, this is not a
phone
paid sponsor.
users.
No. No, it's not.
Social medias.
Yeah?
Yeah, they are there.
You might want to check out Peachy King 76.
Hey,
I think
he
he's
doesn't
the only
really do
one of us
anything.
that does the regular posting anymore.
That does not happen. I'm trying to get back to it. It'll
Yeah,
happen
me too.
soon.
I already got the stapled together pod on the other side
Yep.
for everything else. But yeah.
Yeah.
And check out Sudon's segment. He'll be putting out a variety of different videos. Jump in genres. It'll be some fun stuff, so check it out.
Yep.
A lot of live streams.
Do you have a quote for us?
Oh yeah.
There's Sudon?
Oh, yeah.
I do have one somewhere. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions.
Indeed.
Do you have a quote
The
from
Dalai
us?
Lama. The quote from us. Dormammu. Not the bargain. No, no, I don't. Jaro needs to be a Funko Pop.
Yeah. In the bottle.
Where
in the
is
jar.
My Funko, or my Jaro Funko Pop. is the
Jaro
quote.
In the jar.
box.
Yeah. That's the whole quote.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you guys listening next time?
Yeah, take it easy. We'll see you on the 19th.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. If you enjoyed this, connect with us on social media, and of course like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Music is brought to you by Kevin MacLeod. Find more of his music by visiting incontouch.com or clicking on the link in the description. If you want to listen to more, find us on anchor.fm, our website unstabletogetherpod.wixsite.com, and pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts.